Good morning and welcome back to your science lecture. In our last lecture, we have learned about the types of motion. First was linear motion, second was circulatory motion, third one was rotatory motion, and fourth is oscillatory motion. So in oscillatory motion, we have seen about the pendulum. What is pendulum? It's having one bob. Yes, this is called bob. And when it start from center or start from any other point, this from this point or from this point, one oscillation happen when it reach at the same place again. Okay, if I started from the center and then how that oscillation happen, यहाँ से यहाँ तक, then again here, again there, and again here. Means twicely it should cross the center point. Then one oscillation happen. One oscillation happen. If that bob is started from the starting point and again it will reach at the starting point, then the time duration is also travel that bob, and this is called one oscillation. The complete movement of to and fro, yes, complete movement of to and fro by the bob of pendulum with the time, it is called one oscillation. So this oscillatory motion, this pendulum is used in clock in our ancient age. In clock it is used. How? Why? Because this oscillatory motion is uniform motion. It is uniform motion. How it is uniform? Because it travel, that pendulum travel the same distance at both sides, the same distance at both sides, as well it travel along the same distance and with the same time. Means the time duration is also same. Time duration is also constant. Means for one oscillation also that time period is constant, another oscillation also the time period is constant. Suppose this is one clock in our ancient age. This is clock. So this is minute hand and this is hour hand, and in our ancient age one pendulum is present at the bottom, and that pendulum travel to this point and after this point, but the time duration for one oscillation is constant for the each oscillation. Suppose it is considered as 1 second. It is considered as 1 second. For one oscillation, 1 second that bob is travel or this pendulum is travel, and after that 60 oscillation, means after 60 seconds the minute hand travel move towards the next minute, मतलब एक मिनट हो जाता है कंप्लीट, वो दूसरे मिनट के ऊपर मिनट की तरफ वो इंडिकेट करता है ना. So this pendulum, movement of this pendulum, these oscillations happen during the constant period. So एक constant time period उसको लगता है. That's why this property is very important, and this property is used in clock specially. So who derived that? Galileo derived that pendulum. How? Once he was sitting in the church, and at the roof of that church he observed one lamp was hanging in this manner, and it was constantly moving to and fro movement. It was the to and fro movement of that lamp, and he was observing that the lamp travel at both sides along the same distance, again this along with the same time duration. मतलब वो दोनों तरफ सेम टाइम में, इक्वल टाइम में और कांस्टेंट टाइम में एक कांस्टेंट डिस्टेंस कवर कर रहा था. समझ में आया? मतलब दोनों साइड में जो डिस्टेंस उसका ट्रेवल हो रहा था लैम्प का, वो इक्वल था. एज वेल इट वाज the distance traveling with the constant period, मतलब उसका टाइम ड्यूरेशन भी सेम ही था और कांस्टेंट था. So that property he noticed and he tried various pendulum. He performed various experiment with the different types of pendulum, and the speed of that pendulum is depend on the length. Depend on the length. That is the important that he also observed, and that property to cover equal distance or constant distance and within the constant period, that is the oscillation. So that this pendulum he used in clock, and the clock is derived which is in which pendulum was present. Okay, so in this manner there are various types of clocks. Some clocks are depend on the shadow of shadow, so it depend on the sunlight. Then the sand clock, during the constant period the same quantity of sand is traveling its path. Yes, this sand is traveling its path from top to bottom, and here it is falling. So same quantity of sand is accumulating here during the constant period. So this is the sand clock. So these types of clocks in our early age the people were using. So this was about the application of simple pendulum. क्यों होता है पेंडुलम का यूज? क्योंकि वो एक कांस्टेंट डिस्टेंस में कांस्टेंट टाइम क्या करता है, कांस्टेंट डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल करता है. किसमें? एक कांस्टेंट टाइम में ट्रैवल करता है. समझ में आया? मतलब जो डिस्टेंस वो कवर करता है वो भी कांस्टेंट होता है और जो टाइम होता है उसका वो भी कांस्टेंट होता है. अंडरस्टूड? सो आफ्टर दैट वी विल सी द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, दैट इज fast motion and slow motion. The pendulum in the pendulum, which type of motion happen there? Uniform motion, मतलब equal time duration we can see. For each oscillation only 1 second in that clock I travel the same distance with the 1 second. So for each oscillation 1 second time duration is covered. That's why it is known as uniform motion. But everywhere the uniform motion we don't get. Sometimes we get non-uniform motion. Okay? मतलब एक ही टाइम ड्यूरेशन में वो ऑब्जेक्ट मूव नहीं करता. दैट वी विल सी लेटर देन दिस पॉइंट. फर्स्ट वी विल सी द फास्ट मोशन एंड स्लो मोशन. सो हाउ वी कैन से द मोशन इज फास्ट और स्लो? If the object is traveling by more speed, it is fast motion, and if the object is traveling by lower speed, it is called as slow motion. So what is mean by speed? Speed is that thing, the distance travel with relative time. The distance travel with relative time. So suppose I have taken one example. Suppose this is the one address, this is one home, and this is one school. So that two guys has to reach to school. The two guys, one is Nupur and another is Pushpal. They are having the same address. From that same home, they has to travel to the school. So at first Nupur, we will see Nupur is traveling by bicycle to the school, and suppose that school is the distance from home to school is 1 kilometer. Yes, distance is 1 kilometer. So Nupur is traveling by bicycle and he reach after 15 minutes to the school. Then the second guy, that is Pushpal. Pushpal is traveling by using a scooter. Yes, she is traveling by scooter. She is traveling that distance. She is covering the 1 kilometer by using the scooter, and she reached after 5 minutes. She reached after 5 minutes, and Nupur reached after 15 minutes. So, whose speed is more? Who reached fast? Whose motion is fast? That are the questions. So, no doubt, Pushpal reached early and Nupur reached later, so that Pushpal's speed is more and Nupur's speed is less as compared to this Pushpal. Okay, so Nupur's speed is lower. So this Pushpal is having more speed than the Nupur. Yes. So how we can define that her speed is more? Because the same distance she travelled within the less time, and the same distance Nupur travelled within the more time. So that we can say, definitely we can say Pushpal's speed is more. So her motion is fast and her motion is, Nupur's motion is slow. So that is very simple phenomenon. So it is called as speed, the distance along the time. Suppose its distance is, Nupur's distance is 15 minutes and its time is, Nupur's distance is 1 kilometer and time duration 15 minutes, and Pushpal 1 kilometer in 5 minutes. So that is the distance upon time. Distance upon time. Distance I have considered as capital D and time I considered as small t. So d by t. So this relation of distance to time, this relation of distance to time is known as speed. Means the object travel one particular distance or the different distance within the time, that is known as speed. Yes, it is not necessary to travel the same distance within the same time. So that also we will discuss here. So what is mean by speed? That we will discuss here. Speed. So speed is nothing but distance traveled by object, distance traveled by object with relative time. With relative time, it is known as speed. मतलब कोई भी एक ऑब्जेक्ट है, suppose this is one object and it is traveling from point 1 to point B. This is point B, this is point A. So that distance is suppose 2 kilometer and the time duration is 10 minutes. 10 minutes. So what is its speed? What is its speed? I will suppose that fellow is walking towards the B point from A to B. Suppose this distance is 30 meter, and this time period with what is required here for 30 minutes, that is 5 minutes. And if we will take the 50 meter distance within 5 minutes. So this is the motion of this fellow from point A to B. So what is the speed? What is mean by speed? So speed is that the distance traveled by this fellow from A to B, that is 50 meter along the time, with the relative time. What is the relative time? That is the relative time is 5 minutes. Okay. So distance traveled by this fellow is 50 meter and relative time is 5 minutes. So this is distance upon the time. So this phenomenon is known as speed, nothing but speed. So this is the relation. What is the speed? Speed is denoted by capital S, and the formula of speed is distance upon time. So according to that, what will be the speed of that fellow? What will be the speed of that fellow? 5 10s are 15. So speed will be 10. What is the unit of speed? Meter per second. Meter per second, or what will be the unit again? This is the standard unit, kilometer per hour. Kilometer per hour. So that minutes we have to convert into second. So always it should be meter per second. Okay, and second unit is kilometer per hour. That is the standard unit. So that minute we should convert into second, then we can calculate it. Okay, because the unit is meter per second. So this is the unit of speed. So again one example we will take. Suppose within the 10 seconds that fellow travel towards this house. Within 10 seconds it travel towards this house, to this house, and the distance is 20 meter. Distance is 20 meter. So this is the 20 meter within 10 seconds. So what will be the speed? Speed will be distance upon time. Distance upon time, that is 20 upon second is 10. Then 10 ones are 10, 10 twos are 20. So speed will be 2 meter per second. Meter per second. And if that fellow is traveling from here market up to market, and that market is at 15 kilometer, and he traveled along suppose 15 kilometer, and he traveled for 1 hour. He traveled for 1 hour. Suppose this was traveling by bicycle. So that within 1 hour he traveled 15 kilometer and he reached to the market. So what was the speed? What will be the speed? Speed will be distance upon time. So that 15 kilometer upon 1 hour. 1 hour. So what will be the speed? Speed will be 15 kilometer per hour. Kilometer per hour. So this is the speed in the form of kilometer per hour, and it is in form of meter per second. So in this manner we have to solve these numericals also. So we should convert this. If minutes are present here, we should not solve that. At first we should convert into second. Then we can write the standard unit meter per second. Okay. So if in our previous example I have given that. Suppose this is 30 meter and here 10 minutes. It will not possible to solve. We have to first convert it into seconds. So how many seconds will be here? How many seconds? 10 minutes. 10 multiplied by 60. So 600 seconds. And then we have to calculate. Okay. So again we will see the firstly we have to write down distance upon time. That is the formula of speed, and unit is meter per second and kilometer per hour. So if we have given distance is given. If we have to take out time, so what we have to do? And if the time is given and distance we have to take out, then what we have to do? That we will discuss here. Suppose speed is given. Suppose some speed is given and time is given. Suppose speed is given 15 meter per second and time is given 5 minutes. then what will be the distance? What will be the distance? What will be distance? So what we have to do? The cross multiplication we have to do. Distance is equal to S multiplied by T. S multiplied by T. So that formula we have to apply here. So distance is equal to speed is 15 and phi is the time. So 15 phi is 75 meter per second. That's why we have to write down here meter. So distance, how much distance it travel? 75 meter. So in this manner, if anything we have to take out from this formula, we can take out very easily by applying this formula. Distance we can take out. So from that formula it is derived only. Another example I will take. If distance is given, suppose distance is given, same example we will take, 50 meter and speed is given 50 meter per second, and if we have to take out time, so how we can take out that? That is the question. So we know that speed is equal to distance upon time. So distance is equal, then distance is equal to speed into time. So if we have to take out time, then distance upon speed we have to write down. Okay. So this formula we have to use for taking out the time. So for time, this formula we have to use. So put these values. T is equal to distance is 75 meter per second and time speed is 15. So 15 ones are 15, 15 fives are 75. So that T is equal to 5 second. No doubt, because it is meter per second it was only meter. So meter here cancelled and 5 second will be there. Okay. So this was the numerical how to solve. If anything is given, we can take out, if two terms are given, we can take out easily the third term by using the different formulae. So first formula was speed is equal to distance by 2, the distance by time. Second, if we have to take out distance, then speed into t. Then if time we have to take out, then distance divided by second, distance divided by speed we have to write down. Distance divided by speed, that we have to write down. From one formula, all that another two formulae also we can take out. It's very easy to understand. Only you have to prepare and you have to understand it. Okay. So we will solve numericals also depending on that formulae, and read that portion from your textbook. You will understand the different, but through the different activities, what is meant by speed. We can calculate the speed of the ball. If we push the ball at one place, then every time it will take the different time. So in this manner we can make a chart, that is also given in our textbook. We can make the chart for the different time duration which is traveled by the ball. Suppose one ball, we have to push up to this line and it will cross this line, and what time it will take to cross that line. At different time we will apply different force, है ना. पहले हर बार हम एक ही फोर्स लगाएंगे क्या? कभी जोर से हम पुश करेंगे, कभी थोड़ा और जोर से पुश करेंगे. So at different time we will see that at different time it will travel that distance. So motion happen here, so that we can take out the speed. मतलब distance तो यहाँ पर सेम है, तो टाइम हमको नोट डाउन करना है डिफरेंट. तो हम स्पीड बॉल का निकाल सकते हैं. इन दिस मैनर वी कैन मेक द चार्ट. ओके. एंड यदि टाइम हमको नोट डाउन करना है, डिस्टेंस सेम है तो उसका डिफरेंट टाइम हमको यहाँ पर नोट डाउन करना है. कभी कभी ऐसे होता है कि टाइम सेम ही होता है लेकिन जिसका एनर्जी ज्यादा होता है वो डिस्टेंस ज्यादा ट्रेवल करेगा, है ना. तो सपोज 5 minutes, टाइम इज 5 minutes. Here also time is 5 minutes. And the two different guy. One is very healthy and another is very thin. So if I will tell them to travel the distance within 5 minutes, to move from this place and travel for 5 minutes, मतलब 5 minutes मैंने उनको यदि जाने के लिए बोला तो क्या होगा, ये चला जाएगा यहाँ तक, ये पॉइंट तक चला जाएगा और विद इन 5 minutes दैट फेलो विल रीच अप टू ओनली दिस पॉइंट. मतलब इसका डिस्टेंस क्या होगा, इसका डिस्टेंस ज्यादा होगा और इसका डिस्टेंस क्या होगा, डिस्टेंस मोर. और इसका डिस्टेंस कैसे होगा, इसका D1 इसका D2 डिस्टेंस क्या होगा, लेस होगा. एंड टाइम ड्यूरेशन क्या होगा, सेम ही है 5 minutes. सपोज इसका डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल किया इसने 5 minutes में, उसने ट्रेवल किया 200 मीटर और इसने कितना ट्रेवल किया, ओनली 150 मीटर, है ना. तो किसका स्पीड ज्यादा है, इसका स्पीड ज्यादा है. इसका स्पीड क्या है, ज्यादा, क्योंकि इसने डिस्टेंस ज्यादा ट्रेवल किया पर टाइम ड्यूरेशन सेम ही है. टाइम ड्यूरेशन क्या है, सेम ही है. तो एक चीज हम अच्छे से समझ सकते हैं, स्पीड इज ऑलवेज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू डिस्टेंस एंड स्पीड इज ऑलवेज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू टाइम. मतलब जिसको कम टाइम लगा ज्यादा डिस्टेंस के लिए, उसका कम टाइम लगा, इसका स्पीड कैसा होगा, ज्यादा डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल किया कम टाइम में तो उसका स्पीड ज्यादा. तो ये डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल होता है. और टाइम ज्यादा लिया और डिस्टेंस एज कंपेयर टू दिस डिस्टेंस उसने कम ट्रेवल किया तो उसका स्पीड कैसे होता है, कम होता है. तो स्पीड इज ऑलवेज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू टाइम एंड डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू डिस्टेंस. मतलब डिस्टेंस ज्यादा ट्रेवल किया सेम टाइम में तो उसका स्पीड क्या है, ज्यादा है. और टाइम पीरियड यदि सेम है और डिस्टेंस कम ट्रेवल किया तो क्या होगा, उसका स्पीड कम होगा. सो दैट इज द अगेन इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट. सो speed is directly proportional to distance and inversely proportional to time. That point is also very important. So I hope you understood that. Okay.